transitioning? Hi everyone, welcome to the Apex Legends tournament hosted by Taylor's Esports, Monash Esports, ISEC Sharks, and APU Esports as we combine today for a grand total of 40 teams across 2 days as they compete to see who gets to be at the top. And bringing you this live is me, Pondo the caster, and my co-caster over here, which I picked off the street, Norsk. Introduce yourself, Norsk.
I am Norsk, and I am part of the Taylor's Esports Club, and I'm glad that I was picked off the streets by Pondo to be able to co-cast for this event.
Okay, now you're just making it sound weird. You don't need to tell us about how you're glad about it, but it's okay. No. so all right. So this is our year's first ever Apex Legends tournament. This is not something that we've been able to do for a while, but it's so great that we managed to pull this off because Taylor's has some really good vision. They had some ambition, and now we're in partnership with so many clubs to be able to bring this to you, and we're so excited to see what's coming up next. Right, Norsk?
Right, and it's not only just Taylor's. We had APU, ISEC, and Monash Esports to back us up. And we were able to get a sponsor, Off Gamers, to sponsor the prize pool.
Yeah, so Off Gamers, they're a frequent collaborator with us, with a lot of our universities over here. So thank you so much, Off Gamers. They have helped sponsor the prize pool. They are a very well-known digital distribution platform dedicated to content publishers, where customers worldwide can purchase top-up services like game credits, telco recharges, through their globally diverse payment options. If you are in the market for a top-up for Apex Legends, League of Legends, pretty much any game you can think of, then go to offgamers.com, get your top up, get some sort of credit, and I believe me when I say that Off Gamers is a great choice for you and your family. I don't know if your family plays games, but if they want to, Off Gamers is there for you.
Not only do we have Off Gamers to sponsor this tournament, we also have the range to thank for us to let us use their space to, well, host this stream and the tournament itself. Now, Pondo, I would like to ask, what can the range offer, and actually, what is the range itself?
Well, if you guys don't know what the range is, I will have to mention it, but I will mention that it is kind of a conflict of interest, seeing that I do help out at the range. But if you would like to go to a place to do your workshops, to do your hangouts, to do your team scrims, your LANs, your gatherings, or anything to club related, we have a really good space here at the range under Couchcade at Extra Range on google.com, couchcade.net. If you want to book a venue, if you want to use it, it's close to all the universities, next to Sunway Pyramid, in a great location. And yeah, do give us a call if you need anything for any space to use nearby, and we'll be welcome to have you, in return for some friends over. But we'll be heading in real soon. We just need to get a bit more stuff prepped. So, let's just kind of look at some of the things that we'll be contending with. So, Norsk, give me an idea. So, you've seen some of the teams play, right?
Right. So, what do you think about the teams that you've seen so far?
Well, I can't say for most of them, but I know I am terrified of Ganbare Otosan because all three players of that squad are known to be within the top 100 Malaysian ranked players. I know that Sukini Yaya is within the top 10, and the other two, Jachi and Xken, are tied for top 62 for the last time I checked. So I really hope that this doesn't become a slaughterhouse for the other teams and the playground for Ganbare Otosan, especially on Olympus if it comes to
yeah, you and I have seen some scrims. We've already seen some of them in action. Ganbare Otosan, we've seen some ridiculously insane amount of records, right? You've seen like the way they carry themselves. Like the other teams are gonna have it in for them, but like we do have promising individuals. We do have a lot of like very, very up and coming people here on the ladder. So I am gonna root for them because like it's always fun to root for the underdog, Norse. Like we can't always root for the people who are always at the top, but I will say equal good luck to everyone in this tournament in equal measure. And now we're getting too formal. Let's go back to being a little bit ridiculous.
I agree, but still, I am completely terrified.
Well,
they do stand a chance, but it is a three Masters team.
Sometimes if you just accept it, just let it happen, like this team over here, losing is no fun, so I'm never having fun, then maybe you can embody the sort of mentality that you need in order to be able to play good Apex Legends. Because if you think that you're always going to lose, then you're just going to be resigned to that fact and you won't be pressured But maybe it's reverse psychology. Maybe they say that, but then you feel bad if you lose.
That's fair.
So I don't know if that would actually work. But like, is there any other promising teams that you kind of see on this list that maybe you think would stand a good chance as well?
Well, for myself, I'd be a bit very. Oh, well, it is an understatement. I'd be very biased if I mention I can't think of one. As all the players in I can't think of one is my friends.
Oh, wait, that's the name of the team. Okay, all right. I thought you said you couldn't think of one, but yeah, okay, I can't think of one. Let's see.
Man, all these teams are a mouthful.
Yeah, they really gave us a lot to work with here as casters, don't they? It's gonna be hard to scream out their team names while we're doing the skirmishes, but let's try our best. That sounds a bit weird, but I can't think of one. So you said I can't think of one by Onigod, Tyson 001, and Asuna. So why would you say that they're promising here?
Well, during their scrims, they actually put up a fight against Ganbare Otosan, and one of the only teams that would manage to somehow get into the top 5, but in the end, they were still knocked out by the Master Squad.
Yeah,
it's just like my ranked games.
Not just it's different, you know how it is. Like you said, I think you said it yourself, right? Ranked games are going to be so much more different compared to like tournament related activities. It's completely different. The meta, the type of champions that you play, the type of legends that you play, the type of maps, and the type of like strategies that you would pick. Because like if you did do ranked, it would be okay if you all wanted to drop in repulsor and labs, but like you said, in tournaments you have to split up. You can't just hot drop. You lose so much to losing to another team if you lose the fight, and then you're gonna get really royally screwed if you meet any other teams on the way, because they're gonna take opportunity of that. But it all comes down to whether or not these teams have the drive. I do have personal stake in Ben's Blasters. They know exactly where they are, and they better not mess up, because I'm watching them with a hawk's eye. And yeah, they've got a lot to live up to. If anyone's going to take out that master team, it better be Ben's Blasters, or they're going to get an earful from me later on. But yeah, that's pretty much how it goes, right, Norse? It's just what it is.
It's just what it is. And look, I have like 60 ringgit left in my TNG wallet. If Ben's Blasters actually manage to beat Ganbare Otosan...
No, Norse, we don't do that on stream. No, Norse, stop it. Quit it.
Okay,
no.
okay.
Wait. No, wait. You were going to say what I think you're going to say, right?
I will give you...
No, stop it. No, okay. Yeah, that's just how it is. PP Pondo here, yes, Pondo here. Thank you so much for calling me out. Oh my God, Nixon, it's you. Look, you're so popular, Nixon. They love you. They absolutely love you.
They love me, and they use that as an excuse to be able to bully me more. But I still love them all back, and I hope that in the future I'll be able to work with them more as well.
Okay, guys. You chat. Is Nixon usually is Norse usually this nice off chat? He's not usually this nice, is he? No way. He's being so polite. It's just like, oh, I really appreciate you guys. I'm just like, no way is this what he's like off stream. Is he? No
extra
way.
Friendship points.
Extra friendship points? You're gonna cash it in? You're gonna invest that later on, waiting for it to go? But yeah, so we're just waiting for like some sort of news. So
yeah,
let's get some sort of heads up here. Just a bit more time. Look, they're screaming your name. Okay, so we're about to transition soon. We do have things on the ready, so we'll be going into the team list and getting ready for the match.
Ooh, this is stacked.
This is pretty stacked, I would say. So we do have a team missing. Just a bit more left to go, and all the teams here are listed. Just a bit more before we start the match, and let's see. We have the Shadow team. I do have Team 5 on the docket. Still watching you, Team 5. And yeah, Norse, what do you think?
Well, I think that this is all fantastic. Well, I'm more focused on the chat. There's a lot of chaos going on, like final round circle.
Hide your eyes, censor. I don't know what they're gonna say. They're just because they know that they're on stream. They're just gonna be saying anything. You gotta censor it, hide it quickly.
It's so much Chinese and Japanese. I can't even understand any of it. As a Chinese man myself.
Oh man, yeah. It sucks to be a Chinese guy who doesn't know how to speak Chinese, man. Like, we both know it, right? we both know it.
Yeah.
The amount of times that like a particular lady of very many Chinese talents has walked up to me in university, speaking words I do not understand. But yeah, we're about to head into it. We're about to start our first round for Group A here in the Taylor's Esports Taylor's Esports Apex Tournament, brought to you by many other universities, ISEC, APU, and Monash Esports. Thank you so much for helping us out, participating in this. And we're about to get to the action, so stay tuned.
Oh boy, I'm terrified. I'm still so terrified.
It's all right, Norris. Hold on tight. We're about to get into the game. Don't worry too much. Hopefully, we'll be able to get into this and things won't go too crazy because I can't wait to see what happens. Maybe if we could get some sort of like divine sign. Maybe if something kind of pulls up here, maybe we can really show them what's what.
Be careful of what you wish for because Apex may decide to cut the servers if they wanted to, just like my ranked games. Every moment, internal server shutting down, and I can't do anything about it.
Whoa! No, Norris. We love Apex Legends.
I love
We
Apex.
love Respawn. We love EA. They
Respawn's
pay us
amazing.
our daily bread, and we will lick their feet if we have to because they give us what we need to survive, and I love them for it. EA is the best game company in the world. So is Apex Legends. The best battle royale you will find in any computer for 2023. No other battle royale comes even close, Norris. Of course, I'm going to be saying the same thing when I cast for Fortnite in about a week.
Oh wow! So like every match we start with the character selection, and I'm very interested in. I think it was Team 17. They've chose Loba as their second pick, which is very interesting because it is not something you see in LGS often, as she's mainly a support character. Yeah, Team 17, which is Team Solid. Well, if they think they can... Oh, Team 2 too? Well, if they believe they can utilize Loba to her full extent, well, I'm excited to see what can happen.
Yeah, Loba has a lot of good utility, especially if you get into a sort of campy scenario. It's kind of exciting to be able to see a Loba generally in these games because like I think you did mention that Loba isn't really seen that often in like tournament games.
She is not very popular within LGS. She is popular in ranked solo queue because, well, that is just solo queue. There's not much you can do about that. But what team play she offers, she only offers in loot with her ultimate, and her Q is mainly very selfish, and her passive, I guess you can say she can support a team with it by putting out the loot they need, but would that be enough? Would loot be the deciding factor for all these teams, or is it skill?
Yeah, honestly, I do kind of like the fuse with the Loba combo if you've ever seen it before. I think I have seen a team where they pull out the Loba out consistently because there's on elevation. There's like some high point up here. Like in World Cup, we do have train yards, so there's like a lot of these high platforms. And literally the fuse would just keep popping up the Loba, and the Loba would just keep grabbing like ultimate accelerants because there are like 4 in the area. And then he would keep lobbing grenades to all the enemies downstairs, and then they would keep getting like these lucky hits, which are like
Shotgun bolt here.
that's a purple
Level
armor
3.
over there.
Purple
Very
armor
lucky
already.
for that team. And then Loba just keeps resupplying it. He keeps grabbing grenades from the Loba ultimate, and it was disgusting. It's not gonna work for most pro games, but watching it was like watching something really dirty. Like you need to clean yourself afterwards. It didn't feel like it should be legal.
It's not legal, but it is part of the game. Constant pressure put on a team would either force them to move or, well, stay and die. Not much that they can do about it. Right now we're focused on Team Shadow, and it is a meta combo. The highest pick rate in LGS Split 2 playoff with the Catalyst, Valkyrie, and Seer. What I would like to call the info combo.
Yeah.
Seer and Valkyrie brings the info,
Let us go there.
while Catalyst can block off line of sight and guard buildings.
Yeah, we do have a bit of time to talk about it. So I do remember that we did do a lot of like watching of these kind of streams to get prepped for this. So like we have watched a lot of this combo in action. So you do know why like that's the most popular like combo, right? The Catalyst, the Seer, Valkyrie interchangeably with the Bangalore. But like, why is it so popular? Like, what makes it so good?
Well, we'll start with Seer, who is known currently to have nearly 100% pick rate in LGS.
We're getting to the fights here. Team 1's going to be getting off the skirmish next to the abandoned train yard. I don't really know what you call the parts where the train isn't being used, but it's going to be a takeout. And he's now looking for the last team member. Couldn't get away. He's had the leave a team member behind. That guy is crawling for his life. He gets taken out. That's going to be Jachi first with kill on Burr. Burr potentially going to get taken out. That's going to be the first team on the docket. 19 squads left. Wait, no, there was 19 squads. My bad. But there's still one more person that Team 1 needs to find. This is Gamber Auto-san at their finest. And if they have their way, they have their say, they're going to be hunting down that last member. They're going to be making sure that person doesn't make it out alive. But it's a maybe. It's a Mozambican dream. Just a Mozambican dream.
Oh no!
And that's going to be it for my man. Not even taken out by Gamber. Auto-san taken out by Crozy. Swinging in from a different team. Here, Team 8 Triplem securing that kill. Not quite the luck that he needed to be able to get out alive.
That was a very, very difficult position for Clement to play. I'm not even sure if he will be able to make it out alive. Yes, he is a Mirage. He can juke the opponents, but that can only go so far. And without his ult, he can't go invisible and run away further. He was checkmate, if I would like to say so myself.
Yeah, it really wouldn't have been easy to get there, but does look taken down. Meow is kind of pointing it out to his teammates. There's someone on me. He's trying to kill me. He's already red down. G-Ken, Shark Joe. Shark Joe sees the blood in the water. He smells it. He's coming for the rest of that team. They're picking it out. They're trying to push on them. Sees it in the cable car. Gets taken out. That's going to be one team member left, I believe. No, that's going to be the entire squad. And now we're down to 17. 2 teams already gone within the first half of this game.
Wow, that's intense. It's not even round three circle yet. This is quite different from ALGS, where we could see up to about 15 squads survive until the last ring. And I see we already have enough fight.
Oh god, it's Ben Blasters. You know what you have to do, Ben Blasters. Come on, Lazora. I've seen what you can do, but here we go. The Seer's going to catch them out. They're in a bad position. The smoke to sort of draw them away from the fire, make sure they don't get hit, but the Seer is not going to get the info, make sure they can't get away that easy. Throwing out the out behind the rock to make sure they can't shoot it, but it seems like they've managed to back away. Wisely, in fact. Jachi, Gamber, Auto-san is the one that they're up against. They don't know that for sure, but maybe they're still picking the fight. It looks like they're quite confident about this. They might be able to take them on, but this is an early fight, early battle, which is going to be really difficult for them to fight off because this is not going to be an easy matchup for them. But Jachi potentially be taken out by the ring. No, gets the heat shield just in the nick of time. 0.1 seconds barely. Zor going to get taken out, and now Ben's Blaster is going to be in a horrible position because they only have 2 members left. Callus Wall is not going to be in their favor. So many heat shields and not enough vision, no info for them because the only person left up is Catalyst. Gumber Auto-san still has their info up, and they're going to be up against a lot more. Here comes. Oh, gonna get taken out. Mark game. Jachi's the last one left alive, though. It's gonna get the finish. Ben's Blasters was so close to taking off the first team in this team fight over here for Group A, the strongest team. They have that to be proud of, despite the fact that, you know, they didn't manage to pull up because that was a really good fight. They almost managed to take out the best team, the best team in this group stage. In the early half of round 1.
Ooh, that was just beautiful and clean from Ganbare Auto-san. To be fair, Ben's Blasters did well. They managed to make gods bleed, but they got too confident in that push and they did not know they were going up against JHE. What could I have done then?
Yeah.
It was just, they were already in the zone, they were running out of heat shields, they already used up their ults. What else could they have done?
Yeah, the Bangalore smoke was a good cover fire. They last for a few seconds the smoke comes out. What you have to do? Wow, it's Tipsy though with the punches.
That
and that's Crozy taken out, and that's another squad off the docket. Norse, this is shaping up to be really fast paced despite what we're used to seeing from ALGS. So round 2, and that's already pretty much 5 squads off the docket, and that leaves us with 42 people.
42 people already. That is Ooh, Matt Maggie. And Fuse is, as you say, she puts a lot of pressure on other teams. And Matt Maggie, I don't expect to see her here because she's what my friend and I discussed as anti-meta. She's only seen when Gibby or Newcastle is in play. She directly counters them with her ult. But will they be able to last within this info meta currently?
Well, you know, sometimes it's not about the meta, sometimes it's what your heart has feel the pull of the New Zealand and Australian characters.
I say we go there.
I feel like, all right, mate,
Enemy
we
spotted.
really need
Far.
to have them, and that was horrible. I take that back. I'm not gonna do an Australian accent ever again. But yeah, I'm gonna be sniping off from the corner. They're trying to gatekeep towards people pushing towards the middle. Okay, now we're gonna look at the map though. We've got to have a clear vision of what we can see. So, Norris, you probably need to give me the lowdown about what to expect as we push into this particular geography. What they're gonna have to expect when they push in, and like what sort of obstacles are they gonna be meeting on the way towards the middle, towards the next ring.
As we can see currently, this team with Horizon and Valkyrie and Seer, they're pushing a common choke point that most teams hold, especially in ranked and even LGS, but only when they know a team is coming. I don't think that, there's no team around to be able to hold that choke point and prevent their push. So they're able to get off scot-free and get into the zone safely, which is, well, very surprising, firstly. And secondly, hats off to them. Take any advantage you can get.
Yeah, it is a sweaty push, but the thing is, with the way that the mountains are pressured, it's gonna be very difficult. But it looks like our team won. Already found already taken barely to low health, and Seal's gonna make sure that he doesn't manage to get away. Team 3 is alive. Stop bullying me, saying stop bullying me right now, but he's getting bullied to hell of back. And now just 2 people left in the country. They are the hunters. 2 versus 1. It's still not going to be enough with the backup from the crossfire from the backside. North. That was what an incredible push. What a great crossfire coming in from the back. They didn't even stand a chance.
There was not much they could do. Irwin team, Stop Blaming Me was down. Their main scan was down. They could not get any more information. What they had left was a Horizon and one more character that I cannot seem to remember, but a Wraith and a Horizon. Yeah, and well, Wraith probably did know all, but even if she could place down all, she could only save herself. With the way Gambaratos had pushed in, they left no time for them to, well, set up and run away.
Sort of thing that you come in unprepared for, like walking into an exam without your pants.
Without your pants.
Yeah, sometimes that's just the way life goes. I'm going to worry about next time. As we get closer towards the second round circuit, I believe that's, you can't call it that. It's a half, right?
Yes.
13 squads left. Gambara Auto-Sign pretty much a lot of kills on the board. I believe that's 2 to 3 teams that they've taken out already, and another fight going to be coming out potentially here on the open with barely any cover in between the balloon and the mid half of this particular map.
Oh, Landslide, what a beautiful place where all the chaos usually happens. It's a common hot zone, not only in LGS but also ranked play, especially when we saw in the previous scrims. This was where the final circle ended. And holy crap, the amount of gunfights, chaos, just so much occurred at the same time that even we couldn't keep up.
Yeah, it was both like enlightening and heartbreaking because teams sometimes get off that high foot point too early, but we're going to be seeing a lot more charge rifle shots here from Clement Law Wei Ching. That is quite the mouthful. Have you ever seen players put their full name into their username?
Oh god.
Pretty brave, man.
It's pretty brave, but
pretty brave.
Look, most doxers won't try to dox them. If he was willing to put his full name, he was probably like, there's no point even going to dox him. Yeah. Reverse psychology.
Taken out. That's going to be our full name guy, Clement Law Wei Ching. Don't dox the guy. Here, taking that team out. KO here. Get another kill off on Humble Chaos, another team off the docket. 12 teams remaining. That's already 7 teams off the entire roster for Group A. Adobe Photoshop looking here to make more alterations to that map with his brush tool, and the rest of his team is going to be pushing with him like add-ons to a very popular creative Adobe suite.
You know what to say, Pondo? I think you've proven me wrong about meta. Meta doesn't mean anything. If Balai Police can make it work with the fuse and Mad Maggie combo, maybe they can make they can bring lightning in a bottle.
This is where I have to remind you of the caster's curse and remember what you said the last time about the team wanting to win and that team immediately getting taken out by Ganbare Odo-san. But yes, I will pray for that. Asuna here has the Kraber getting a really meaty shot, but he's getting crossfire from one direction. Can she really afford to take sniping out in the open right now? She's so many banners left to pick up and she's nowhere near to them. I don't think he's going to be able to get them. I don't think he's going to be able to get his team members back in the game, and that might potentially be curtains for him. He doesn't have a lot of shots left on his Kraber, so it's going to be difficult. Kraber, full ammo loaded, could have been potentially a comeback. You can one-shot people if you get enough good headshots, but 3 bullets, it's probably not going to happen, right?
That's not going to happen. Not often with the amount of defensive movement these players have trained themselves to have. But I don't think she's going to focus on just taking kills. She's going to focus on avoiding fights with such a great movement character like Horizon. And I see we're already entering another fight, of course, by Ganbare Oto-san hunting down the next victims.
Let's take another close look at this map as we look into the geographic aspects of it. So just so we can see where the teams are headed right now. Team 1's going to get that push. They've seen more prey. They've seen more victims to try and chase after them. But like, it looks like they've been a bit more conservative. It does just seem like they've hit their 2k damage mark, which we're used to seeing. They're sitting at a conservative 900 within the first 3 rounds, which is a bit weird to say. But that's pretty much how dominant Ganbare Odo-san has been in a lot of the scrims that we've seen. But still, getting hit with that star, nowhere to go, just open field, no coverage. One Bangalore and the smoke and the dream, but the Seer is pretty much every team now. Would he be able to get away? This is a 20-minute difference. Shark Joe, he's the one getting chased now for his shark fin. He's on the shark fin after the environment. There we go. G-Can, Shark Joe getting taken down between the containers. So many stars coming around. They're trying to use the knockdown shields to play around. But here we go, getting taken out by another arc shot for the slow. Getting the push down, going to be a kill, and that's another squad off the docket. 8 squads left for a grand total of 22.
8 squads, and we're about to go into round 4.
Oh, what's this? God. Third party in with the fuse. He sees that blood. He's coming in. We talked about that fuse. Maybe we might have taken it too lightly. Does the Caster's Curse come into effect here? Or will they be able to take out the team that they're so in for? The push is going to come out despite the fact that enemies on that team, it looks like they don't have the grenades they needed, or they're being a bit more conservative, not knowing if there's other teams waiting on the wings here. But they have to move. They have to be able to find those fights, because things are going to get dicey if they don't manage to get a better position from now on right here.
Maybe Fuse's team main focus wasn't to just push, it was to keep them there, lock them down. Yeah, and while they did use up most of their heals actually, I only see 1 medkit in Dipsy's inventory. I guess they succeeded in somewhat. They lost the war, but they won the battle.
Wait, is it not the other way?
It's okay.
Okay. No,
if they win the war, then
the teams are gonna say, okay. I got confused there, but yeah, just cool. They managed to fall off before they got taken out. But here, we've got Mercy trying to get them. Doesn't see them come up from behind though, despite the fact that they're right there. Maybe audio was all over the place and they had their nerves up. Jackie doing his absolute craziest, and that's another team off that docket hitting that 1k damage threshold. The other teams are already combing here. A Menage a Trois. There it is, and he shoots broken. Catalyst is really dangerously close, and now for the first time, maybe Team 1 could be potentially be in a bad spot. They are caught out here, but they're in a higher position. No teams are particularly close to them. They do have the vantage point for where the position is going to be.
7 squads left in a big open mountainous region. Maybe most teams can survive. Wow. 1 squad on Mirage Trois, the ship itself. 1 squad located in the buildings around it, and 1 squad on the train tracks, and 1 squad hidden right at the edge of zone near the lava fissure text.
Yeah, that's pretty gutsy, I would say. It's taking that particular push around here. I do think that Group 1 Team 1 did well to be able to push into Mirage Trois, because looking at the map, that is the best place to be right now. You will have to get off it, but like, can you really be able to push while Team 1 is overwatching you from that high position? Because you know for a fact that Ganbare Odo-san is not the type of team to push too early. And that's going to be the thing that loses for you when you have a good position, but you've abandoned it way too fast. But I don't think Gamba or Otosan is going to be the type of team which falls to that bait. Do you think?
I agree. Ganbare Otosan is a team that, unlike other players and other teams have in this competition, they have experience, ALGS experience. They know how to play meticulously, and another battle's going on right now.
And try to land the Valkyrie. Valkyrie missiles hitting the wall. Fuse showing us why he's the Fusey baby.
Oh my god.
We talked about the stack up. We talked about how Loba can allow them to do this, but apparently it doesn't matter if you have all those stacks of grenades anyway. But it doesn't look like they're going to be able to get much off of it because none of the lands are going to be great. There's too much leeway for them to be able to escape. But I still say the Team 4 is kind of in the run right now. Dipsy does have to tough. Hades gets down. Looks like someone's pushing him from behind, taking advantage of the fact that they're trying to get the other team, but they're going to have the time to try and get people off their backs. But it's too late. They're getting picked up from both sides. Streamland, our Fusey boy, is about to get taken out. Just there's so much left to live for. Just 2 members left. Will they be able to stay alive? There's so much going on to steer. Tactical might be able to stop them from getting it out, and that's going to be them taking out the touchdown. Fusey has died.
They were constantly from chasing back, especially just one team. They forgot about the other teams, and oh my god, Team 4. BBB, they played it so well. They were stuck between a rock and a hard place, literally. And
it is. They dropped it after Longnian, like, kind of assumed that I think they're going to get taken out by an entire squad. That's going to be Dipsy though, and his team just down in the dumps but still surviving, despite the fact that they were the ones in the disadvantaged position just now.
Joker here.
oh, they've been discovered already, and once again, pressure complete.
It was another fuse. There was 2 fuses. You and I were traded.
This the fuse. This the squad composition that was actually like most excited to see. Fuse, Matt Maggie, and Seer, and turns out they actually managed to make it work, and they're putting pressure on the team with 11 and more kills, and that is why Matt Maggie is queen of World's Edge. Just her Q is enough to drain their health, their utilities, their meds, everything. And if they stay up there, they'll be attacked by the ring and by Team 15, which is Balai Police.
They're going to drop us a little bit early to make sure that they don't get time because they see what it's going to be doing. The ring close, but no, they're not going to let that time go away. You got dropped by Gumber all this time. Now they're in the ring despite their really solid damage they had. Fireball gonna get taken out. That's their fuse gone. That's a lot of assault damage. And now Gumber all of a sudden you give them an inch, they're gonna take them out because 12 kills on the board. 12 kills for a 3k damage total. Plus in fact. There's just 3 squads left. And now the rest of the teams have to contend with this particular team over here that's barely been sweating for the entire match.
Oh no. Well, I guess my fears came through. This is a playground for Ganbare Otosan, and even X-Ken knows the correct tech to be able to climb, get high ground, and hopefully get an advantage over the other teams. But unfortunately, another team is actually already invading the area.
Oh my gosh, the chick, the chick. Just a second earlier, maybe wouldn't have died to that. That was unfortunate, but here we go.
They have the best position they could have. They don't need to do anything, they just need to stay in the middle of the zone and let them be pushed. Why aren't they going down? They get a knock, but they shouldn't be too arrogant. They have the zone. Play smart.
But they pushed up. TWT doesn't get taken down, which is
X-Can left, but
just one team left. X-Can, he's gonna have to win it for the rest of the team. They're gonna be using that. They're gonna push down into the ring, and that's gonna be Team 4 breaking the streak that the number 4 had for bad luck and scrims. BBB, Ref Rain, Dipsido, IUTWT coming out on top, despite being in many precarious positions throughout the entirety of the game.
Huge congratulations to BBB. That is why they brought Horizon. It was perfect for that moment. If they use Valkyrie, they will flow up into the sky, and that is vulnerable. Then they'll get shot instantly. But Horizon, she can still use her guns, she can still use her utility, everything, and still be able to get on top of that mountain. Oh, that is genius. Oh my god, I didn't predict that.
It's amazing where it comes and where it counts, because like we didn't really think that that would be what it comes out to, because like Team 1 pretty much for the entirety of it had really good positioning all around. They had like the elevation on top of Mirage Etoile. They had so much good spots when they pushed. They had really good things going for the crossfires, making sure that they always had two people pushing at a time. You
Yes.
saw that, right? For some
I
of the
saw
kills.
that. Yeah, it's all just. Oh my god.
But in the end, they're the ones who got taken out by a really pretty much well-executed positional play, which is something that they usually have the leg up on. But ironically, it's a sub-optimal meta that got them in the end with a Horizon that just happened to come in handy at that particular moment. Not when they were getting, baptized by a fuse from above.
Baptized by Fuse.
Baptized by the fires, cleansing fires of Thermite, and pretty much a lot of other grenades coming their way. They didn't get even shuddered by that. They didn't even get like touched by that, and they managed to get that Horizon playoff, like you said, for the better positioning to win that.
Yes, indeed. Oh my god. It's not something many of us could have predicted, and well, I'm glad we see that as well. Apex Legends is a volatile game. It can go anyway, and if we just had the meta team win, it would be a boring game, wouldn't it?
Yeah, honestly, you and I have seen all the scrims. We know, right?
Yeah.
We're rooting for the underdogs. We did say that.
The underdogs, yes.
I wouldn't say they're the underdogs because these teams are pretty cracked themselves, but that was still really good to see the upsets. It's really fun to be able to see people come back from that. But we'll be heading to a break soon in about 3 minutes at about 9:30 as we prepare for the next match. So we'll cycle through, and we hope to see you again real soon.
Yes, see you all soon. Thank you for tuning in for the first match. And welcome back to Apex Legends Tournament collaboration between Monash Taylors, APU, and ISEC Sharks. Once again, I'm Norsk, and with me is Pondo.
Hey, nice to see you guys. Welcome back for the second half of our exciting Group A tournament here at Apex Legends. Hello? Oh, maybe. Hello?
Hello.
Did they manage to hear what we said just now?
Say you love Pondo if you managed to hear what we just said. Oh, I guess no one loves you.
Well,
Sad
you know,
life.
you literally wait 10 seconds. I don't think anyone's gonna love me in 10 seconds.
10 seconds
Even
is a long
my
time.
my ex had more than 10 seconds, like maybe double, twice that.
10 seconds is a long time.
10 seconds is a lot of time to make people feel things. But shut up, Norse. Anyway, we're about to head into the next game. If you haven't heard it the first time, Norse will start us off with the introductions.
Well, once again, I am Norsk, and before we go into match 2, I want to thank Monash Taylors, APU, and ISCC Sharks for collaborating and making this wondrous tournament for Apex Legends. For the first match, we saw, how do I describe it? It's just pure. It's not. I did not expect anything to happen. Any of that to happen. It was just so amazing. Before I get into like my rant on why it was so amazing, I would like to thank Off Gamers for sponsoring our 600 ringgit prize pool. Well, if you don't know who Off Gamers is, Off Gamers are a digital distribution platform where many people, like gamers like me with too much money, can go onto their site and purchase a lot of their gift cards that we can give to ourselves, or maybe of loved ones who also have a heavy addiction in video games. And besides just Off Gamer sponsorship, we also want to thank Kalai Esports and Couch Cave for providing us the range for our production venue. And Pondo, could you give us a rundown of what like the range and what they offer again?
Well, I do have to give you the disclaimer that I am deeply involved with the range. But if you're looking for a place that's deeply involved, yes, I said deeply, Norse. We can move past that. But the fact being is that the range is a great place for people who live in the Sunway area. It's next to Sunway Pyramid, next to a lot of universities, and it gives you a lot of stuff like this broadcast room that we're using right now to do the cast for this particular stream. Well, there's some computer bits. Sorry, I've got a bit of a wind here. And there's some monitors for you to do anything from LAN parties to gatherings and other miscellaneous things. And once again, thank you Off Gamers for your for everything that they've helped us do. And like we said before, if you want to buy Apex Legends points, then please, Off Gamers is probably your best bet because they have the fastest way to purchase all the points that you need.
Now, speaking of fast, let's go back to the first match of, well, the first game for this tournament. Did you expect Ganbare Otosan to like make it second place?
Well, let's just say that we definitely weren't expecting them to lose, for one thing.
That's fair.
You and I were both kind of watching them up to that point, right? We were just thinking like they're doing everything right. They're making sure that they're pushing along with the ring, but they weren't pushing in too fast or to match the cadence of the other people that were pushing towards the middle. You can see the amount of kills they have, 23. Ooh. Team 4 is no slouch either. Team 4 BBB has had some really good pickoffs, but like I wouldn't say it's in the same range. You could see later on towards the end of that game, one of the members of Ganbare Otosan was 13 kills, I believe.
Yes, 13 kills. Yachi, their Valkyrie, went insane just for the entire match. He clutched so many moments. He was the raid boss. Let's be honest, he was the raid boss.
Yeah, he was the biggest raid boss stuck in a small little jetpack. It's insane what you can get done with pretty much the right attitude and the right skills. But they'll be back for revenge here in their second match here, Team 1 Ganbare Otosan, because they want to be able to prove to the world that they have the consistency to match the kill streak that they've set. And they still have a lot of points considering you get a single point for every single kill. So moving past that, we'll be heading into the game right now. So do stay tuned as we head into match 2 happening here on Storm Point's Apex Legends tournament under Taylor's Esports and collaborating universities.
Oh, and before we get into match 2, I would like to apologize. I did not take Caster's Curse very seriously. I sincerely thought it was a joke, like the 9-3 curse in Valorant. Turns out it's real.
There. Well, Norris, now that you've joined the ranks of casters officially, you too can enjoy the curse of having a favorite team, saying that they're definitely going to win, and then seeing them lose in spectacular fashion. You have joined the mythical ranks of us casters.
Do I have to?
Yes, you have to.
I do that in real life all the time now.
If you want to be a good caster, Norris, maybe never have a favorite team because your heart will be broken many, many times. But we'll be heading into the game real soon. Just do stay tuned. Me and Norris will be going over the finer points of, some of the earlier matches and potentially why the curse is so detrimental to you and your loved ones, and why BBB has broken the curse for Team 4, which is usually a bad number in Chinese mythology. Or is it astrology? I don't know. It's something Chinese related.
Ooh, Storm Point. It's a completely different ballpark compared to, World's Edge. Much bigger and more open areas. And don't forget the cats. Not dogs, I call them cats.
The cat. There were cats?
They're called Prowlers. Cats prowl.
Oh, right. The iconic Prowlers that come with the SMG with the heavy ammo.
No. The cats Prowlers. Like, the movement.
Okay. Oh, right. Okay, yeah. Now that you mention it, that does come to mind. But yeah, this is the place that has a lot of spiders, prowlers, like you said. So there's a lot of ways to build up your shields and get the loot that you need before you get into a battle, right?
Yes, indeed. And we see that Gabriel Otosan is using the same exact comp as they did last match. Which, unlike World Cup, this comp actually favors more towards Storm Point. They're way bigger, and I'm really hoping that it would same thing will happen like last match. The meta comp would be the one that.
Look, as casters, we have to be impartial. We can't hope any particular team loses out. But I will tell you that we will be rooting very heavily for teams that come under the docket because, it's going to be fun if, metas can be shifted away. And it's always fun to see teams overcome adversity like Team 1, the Raid boss, if you know what I mean.
Speaking of overcoming adversity, let's go. I want to go back to Team 4. Holy crap. BBB. It was their Horizon that saved the day. It doesn't matter. With that Horizon, they got to the mountain and managed to take high ground easily and stole it away from Gabriel Otosan. And even if Gabriel Otosan had a working jetpack and if they were to they were stun locked and going up, they'll be beamed. Flying down to that area will be beamed again. Even if they climb, they are locked in an animation and vulnerable. What else could they have done? They got everything right, but they got unlucky with their positioning.
Yeah.
Speaking of positioning, it looks like 2 teams landed in the wall. Actually, 2 teams landed in the wall, and I'm very excited to see who will come out on top. Natural selection, of course.
Natural selection playing a big part in pretty much all the skirmishes that we've seen so far. But I like what you said about the stars aligning, particularly for the Horizon particular play, because Valkyrie does have her movement mechanics, can potentially get up to higher elevation, but it doesn't always work out the way you want it to. Here we're going to take our first fight. Team 4 here on the docket, the winners of the last match, already picking a fight with Team here, and that's Team 7. Really picked that fight with Team 4 as well.
Thumbs up. Of course, they put out the child rifle pick, but that doesn't matter. They already lost all of most of their shields. Right now, within the Magic Economy, they are down as compared to their adversaries. Team 4 really, with the confidence boost from last match carrying over, they are slowly closing in on Team 7, and they know to be meticulous, they know to play slow. A fast push into Catalyst could mean certain death, even if it's just dot damage. And they took high ground first. They are pretty safe in zone, so that
Definitely going to be working towards building up those Evo shields. See the purple on the ground. Already knows that potentially a lot of stuff to work through. They have so much to go through. But that Spinning Monkey, the last one alive, he's got the purple shields. He's going to be get away from the grenades. No, the team members are down. The rest of that team is still on the hunt for him. They know where to go for him. He's got the flatline ready to fight it out. He does some damage. They're going to have to back away. They can't go. He has purple shields. Still a bit more left. He potentially could get out of this alive, but he's getting shot from both sides. There's two teams on the stairs, one up through the door, and now he's trying his best to use the Mozambique, but that's going to be the team taken out. Team 4 starting off strong with the first half and the first team kill in game number 2.
Oh, of course, they played it so well, Team 4 I mean. But you notice how dangerous tunnel vision can be with like Team 7 was it? Yeah, up to you. But Catalyst, we saw that she stood still in front of the door for a few seconds trying to throw out her Q. That is tunnel vision. He forgot that he ran out and he used up all his ammunition for a tactical. And that moment of weakness, that moment of letting yourself go and not thinking, that really lost it all.
Yeah, Apex is a game about windows. It's about decisiveness. Not even like metaphorical windows, right? They're real windows. There are also metaphorical windows.
I say we move.
You gotta climb through the window sometimes when the window is open to you. The window of
That spot's
opportunity.
calling to us.
And if you push that opportunity where it counts, or you manage to get the timing right, then you will end up like Team 4, the one that comes out on top despite being down 2 purple shields. That's an entire 4 units of like shield cells down from that and from the enemy team. Still coming out on top, however, with better strats, better pushes, better timing, better flow.
Speaking of better flow, I wonder how many slowly
Really getting attacked, really getting shot. Just trying to do a sniper out, but give me some guy. Stop bullying me. Taking down so many people. He's doing the bullying now, despite getting bullied by Team 1 Gabray Artisan in the last match. Give me some Gugu, going to be the only casualty of that particular fight out. Barely breaking a sweat, and that's Team 17 eliminated. I don't think we'll be expecting the next Worms game anytime soon.
No, we will not. And Aaron, it's called bullying me. Who's bullying the entire squad? That Bloodhound ult was perfect. The scans, everything. It was all aligned at start. I think he was the one that started the push.
Yeah, he's definitely got confidence, but definitely can see how it would have gotten him killed in the earlier round. You know, like between that fight with Gambler Artisan, bit off more than you can chew, but like you can definitely see that he does have the skills to back it up. Just, you know, maybe he doesn't know what his targets are sometimes.
You see a third party incoming by I can't think of what.
No, that's the name of the team. Yeah, that is the name of the team. Okay,
Oh,
let's
and
double
they
check.
turned around and went straight back to their safe spot, which I agree, it is a good decision. We had a caustic. It's best for them to lock down the area and play safely within the zone. And even if they did have a Gibby, we see that he got blocked by his own teammate. Even if he did have a Gibby, that might not be enough to help them against that zero out. And fighting that third party, that fourth party, fifth party, they become very volatile.
Yeah, I remember when Gibby was pretty much uncontested. We remember the times when he had to shield up. You couldn't really stop healing in there. You couldn't really stop revives in there unless you hard push and expose yourself to getting shot. But with a Seer, it's notifies so many things. The Bangalore smokes, healing shields, revives. It's like crazy. Just how the Seer can be, regardless of the fact that it's important to get. There's already going to be another fight, however. Our favorite coming. BT, is it a different Clement? It's probably a different Clement, but they'll already be fighting here. Our BT boy with the Square is going to be fighting Team 20 over here. Going to be, wait, no, he is in Team 20. He's going to get so much damage out from the Thermite, and they're going to be searching through the death box after a nice clean kill on Team 11. Team 11 going to be taken out here. Our favorite team, Bottom Legends.
Ooh, Bottom Legends, I guess. There's a reason why the bottom, I guess.
I didn't even want to go there. It was just dangling there like low-hanging fruit, but you're absolutely right. I hope they're not top legends next time, but we'll talk about that in the next installment of our video. As we watch, you know, the circle close in on where the algorithm thinks is going to be next.
Let us go.
You know, the terrain does look a little bit sweatier here. I think closer to the wall, you would say. Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of strongholds around this area. between command center, there's going to be a big open space with the middle, but already see another fight. Team 1, Gunbearer Autosons finally found their next prayer. They're going to be able to get it using the shear out. They're going in decisively, but the Coward's going to be slowing them down. Would they be able to push it, however, making sure they don't get out, that they can't go in. But they see the caustic, they know they've got to be a little bit more cautious. They're putting up his shield to make sure they don't have much of a way to get in, but he's been hiding in the corner. Gets taken out. The 99 pushing down 2 people. As soon as he's getting taken down, the rest of them going to see him through the digital threat. He's got to get to the car, but the car's underneath. He's going to have to run for his life manually. Will he be able to get out alive? He's a big boy. He's not going to get shot to heck. And that's team 16 off the docket. Our favorite team here, I can't think of one, has been I can't think of any. Oh, the XCS trying to push it up here, trying to take advantage of that to get the first team out of the way. They're going to be the biggest obstacle towards winning this. And the Devourer here is trying to devour the person on top. I'm not even going to mention what the rest of that is. The Palace Wall is making it difficult. They can't make the push. There's so much utility coming out, making sure they don't get too comfortable with the position that they're at. And now they're getting low. But it looks like we will be thanking you for watching. So thank you guys for watching as we go back into this. There'll be another Nemesis pushing that off. Going to be a kill and an easy second pickup. Team 19 for Team 1. And they're already starting off match 2. Ridiculously strong. SLT getting taken out of the running.
SLT was a prime example of getting too greedy. They're trying to steal the caustic away from Gunbearer Tosan's hands. And in the end, they were the ones who get picked up by Gunbearer Tosan. If they took the fight, if they did not take the fight, they would have played the zone safely and perhaps even get the top 5.
Look out, enemy here. Smoke here.
Yeah, good for shame. He put down the shield to protect them from the outside shots. Another taken down. Hopeless getting hopelessly outmatched here. Going to be taken out by another teammate. Deacon here. Being pushed down here. More kill, more crossfire. And pretty much an easy pickup for Team 2 here. As Team 18 gets eliminated. ELS taking out our friends. Very based indeed.
It's very sad to see Very Base gone so soon when they were one of the top 10 teams, I believe, in the previous match. And they were taken out by Team 2, ELS. Which is, you know, they played that really well. One of them was down, but Ice was managed to flank around and get the kill off them. There's also escape and Storm Point, such a big map where even if you make it to ring in time, you lose all your ammo, you lose all your loot, and all this is why playing Edge in Storm Point is very good. Fights going on.
One over here. Gunbearer Autosons are going to be pushing up a Jachi. Curse will be a large amount of damage. It looks like it's a mortal enemy. It's Team 4 versus Team 1. It's a repeat of what we saw in the last game. But they've managed to do so much damage already. But would they be able to come out on top? They're the ones in danger right now. Refrain already so close to getting taken out, but is going to have some leeway to be able to heal. They managed to do some damage to keep them off their backs. Going for another fight, but he's getting pushed out so hard. But Team 4 is pretty much putting up one of the best fights that we've seen so far against Team 1. They have a pretty much squad advantage here in order to be able to make that push. They have to rely on that knockdown sheet to give them all the cover because they're going to push in all directions. The crossfire could potentially be devastating, but they do have the fight that X-Cannon has been taken out. That's going to be the biggest off their back. It doesn't matter. Jachi is their biggest star, and he's the one who's potentially pushing this. But they see he's low. They're able to see out. They're going to try and get him. Here's the Team 1 going to be pushing down Team 4. And that's going to be revenge from match 1. What a storyline to play out in front of our eyes, North.
They had blood in their eyes as soon as they suddenly locked in, sank their jaws in, and never let go. Holy crap, I didn't expect that, honestly.
Yeah, Team 1 had the vendetta. I didn't think they had it in them to really go that hard, but I guess they saw the blood in the water. And now our favorites for potentially winning match 2 again have been taken out. They're running slightly earlier than planned, not even top 10, but Team 1 with their consistency still remains. Ben Blaster, however, has already taken up residence within that circle. And if I know Ben Blaster, they're going to be taking some interesting fights down the line.
Man,
the enemy's far
they've defeated one team. Ben Blaster must be shaking in their boots right now. They heard all the cries and screams of their other adversaries being taken out by Gunbearer Autosan. But will Gunbearer Autosan know that they're there? Now, I guess we'll see. see you next time.
Do you see any other teams with a full red shield upon every single member of their team?
Are you really acting surprised now when we seen what Baker do last
I
match?
shouldn't be surprised. I just think it's absolutely crazy just how different like the skill gap can be since looking into Ben Blaster, they're about to get pushed. They're getting heavily bombarded from all sides. They're gonna have to make use of all this utility over here. Team 1's gonna be pushing them as hard as they can because they've got the best position, and if we know who likes good positions, it's Team 1. They're gonna be pushing in, putting in the catalyst walls to make sure they don't manage to get out, and reinforcing the door as they always do. That is their modus operandi. Black and White healing up with his shields here to try and make sure that he's ready for the fight, but they're getting sparingly hit out here. Here's the smokes to make sure they don't get too easy of a push, but they've got digital threats as well. It's not gonna be an easy fight. Too much stuff coming out. Gonna hit the bars of the window. 20 damage, however. Flying off to get better positions. He's kind of gets off stocks here. Seer's gonna be able to do it for free, but it looks like Ben Blaster is still the one sweating it out. They've got shields to contend with, but they're gonna go in, try to get those spot shots. So many shots coming out. Look at the crossfires. Look at them getting out, trying to bounce themselves away. A bunny hop. They're just jumping in the window trying to get this. Look at the skirmish, still not done. Mark Haynes doing his best to reload, getting his shield back. He's gonna get cancelled off at his here. They saw it coming. Still more on the docket. Where is it? Where's the fight? It's gonna happen. Still taking those pot shots, looking at it here, trying to get those peacekeepers in, but taking so much damage in return. Then the blasters do have the mechanical skill, I know, but gonna go out. They're gonna be forced to push out away. Sukino Yara gonna take out Black and White first, and that's gonna be a Zora left on the docket. He's the only one left alive. He's gonna run for his life. It's gonna be Ben Blasters. Team 5 gonna take out another victim for Grim Reapers. Gambare Autosan on Team 1.
Oh my god. Everything right, but it was enough patience. Team 1 Gabriel Tosan was waiting out there all there. And it worked that
This is Shadow. Now it's Shadow pretty much. They're using the same modus operandi, but he's going so well with all the teams. Ice gonna get ice right now. Shadow doing his best to stay in the shadows. Forgive me for some of these particular puns, but here we go, trying to chase it down. Look at the round 3 ring. It's really hurting them. Are they gonna be able to get on time? Gonna have to heal up shields really fast. He's not gonna be able to push. There's so much gatekeeping, so many catalyst traps over here. Just one person left alive, and it's hopeless. Is it hopeless for him? I have to start making puns about people's names. And here we go. Massive to finish it off, getting that loot. Team 13 on another unlucky spot position, but you know, I don't want to curse him. And Team 2 eliminated from the docket, and that is ELS taken out.
Hopeless managed to win one fight and lost in the other. Well, he was targeted from the start. They heard the gunfire. Shadow they were playing edge of the ring, and they maybe focus more on the ring.
That's another team taken out. Team 13, we looked away for but a brief moment, and already Team 1 is taking them out before we could even make a comment about it or make a contestant about it. But it looks like another team's going to be playing their position as well. Elevation to try and get those hot shots off. What other team is going to be except, you know, favorites. There is no context. We're not that's a perfectly innocent name.
You're right. That's no I said, Van. And ooh, we are taking pop shots, but
Team 20 does have the better position. They have something to run away. They have they're going to get gatecapped. So many other teams already had it. Before this could happen to them. This is the worst case scenario, but Team 3 ironically coming out on top because they didn't jump in between a third party, and now they have more leeway. But do they have to push in between another team that's on top of that ring to try and take them out before they can even make it in? They do have cover around the left, but the ring's going to be burning them out for sure. Stop bullying me. Getting burned out by the ring. The ring is bullying him to hell and back. And here we go, another wingman. Here's the push. The Team 1 is the one that's gatekeeping. No one else expected that. I expected it. We all expected that. That's an arc star R straight on his body, and that's going to be another pickup with a 2K bomb on our man Sukino Yaya.
well, we saw Team 3. Well, straight out of the pan into the fire. That's the best way to describe it. They managed to fight off one team and their ult, but in the end, they still got picked off by Gunberry with fire in their eyes and blood in their hearts. I think I switched it around. I
don't know. You're making me doubt
blood
myself
in their
now.
eyes, fire in their hearts. They are angry. They lost the previous match, and
It
they
could probably
won.
go both ways, actually, thinking about it. Yeah, but you know,
But they
what
are
do you
angry.
think about the chances here? They're Team 12, they're contesting against pretty much the 2K and Team 1 that's been in the best position that they've been ever been. That's 3 teams.
Wait, 2 squads left already. That's faster than the previous match.
That was just one guy left on Pimple. He was just the single remaining rat left on Team 9. So basically, it's pretty much a skirmish between this last team here and Team 1, Gambara Otosan.
I would like to remind you that it's Team 12 ISO could be. And, well, they discovered them already, and I think they know that they both have 2 white armors and 1 blue armor, and this is shield coming. They rotated so quickly.
They're going to be the process. They know the strategies. They know how Team 1 operates. They know about the canvas walls and the pushes. They say they want to utilize that skill right now, or that strategy. What do you think is going to happen?
What I think can happen is that, this is a very good position for Team 12, but Gambara will all sides doing everything. Melee, but in the end, his squad managed to keep cleaning it up.
Not even much to mention in that particular scenario. It just went so smoothly. We didn't even have a chance to switch that around or go into the hype mode because it was over before it even began. This was almost clinical. It's like they took what happened in the last match pretty personally because I didn't really see any sort of leeway. I didn't see any frills, no frills whatsoever. Just straight up
7-11-10.
7-11-10.
28 kills.
Not even close. Norse, what is this?
I said it earlier. I said it. It was written in the stars. This is a playground for Gambara Otosan, but I don't think it was because of Gambara Otosan that most squads lost. We saw that Stormpoint is a very punishing map. You play Edge, you're very unlikely to be able to push in time and not get gate kept. Gambara Otosan played it well. While they did push out of their ring comfortably, they hold down many other buildings to wait for the other opponents and snipe them down as soon as they saw them move.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was the map. Other teams could not adapt, but Gambara Otosan has plenty LGS, and currently the format is Stormpoint and World's Edge. This is their
playground.
This is their playground.
This is their kill box.
Yes, indeed. And even their comp was made for Stormpoint. Catalyst Wall provides great cover, more than Bangalore Smokes could ever do. And, well, not only that, they also have Seer, which any team that tries to hide behind cover, as we saw many have tried, they could not escape Seer's passive, which hopefully he does get reworked. That is, no other character can do that. And finally, Valkyrie. Does it need to explain such a big map? What other character can produce such great and fast rotations? You might be stun locked, but just what you saw with other teams, they distracted one team and used that distraction as a moment to ult away and go into ring.
No, you are going beast mode on the analysis right now. This is some of the keenest stuff I've seen in a long time. But honestly, there is a point I want to bring up. We've been seeing that same strategy play out. So we've seen Gambara Otosan. They had a particular strategy in the way that they like to push. Yes. So you and I both kind of seen this same thing play out. We should probably break it down because I'm pretty sure that we've seen some really interesting sort of strategy meta in play. So what you saw, if I remember correctly, it's a Callus throwing the Callus traps against the wall. Yes. Against the door, sorry. Yeah, exactly. And Seer pushing them away, using his tactical to make sure they can't heal, and saving it for the next heal after they've gotten their shields down. And then it's pretty much up to Jachi to go in sort of rotation by going up to the stairs or a high point to get them without them looking. It's pretty much consistently been working, right?
Yes, exactly. And well, that's just how the info combo meta is currently. It's constant distractions. You keep pressuring them and you don't give them any chance at resting. It was just pure bullying, as Team Tree's name Stop Bullying Me.
Stop bullying me, indeed. He got bullied towards the end, but he did do a really good job. He showed those bullies what's what.
They did way better in previous match, but I'm very curious on why he chose to stick up with Bloodhound. Bloodhound, ever since the nerf, he's not a top pick. His scans aren't as useful, and well, there are always better options, Seer and Crypto. Crypto, you get real-time scans and you get to EMP them, and with how big of a map Stormpoint is, I'm surprised to see Crypto, because Cryptos you can just go to his survey beacons and scan instantly, as opposed to other legends which they have to go there physically, stand, do an animation, and within that they're vulnerable 3 times. Crypto, you send your drone, scan the survey beacon, and that is info for you.
Yeah, but honestly though, with thinking about a Crypto, I do think that it would be a good pick in terms of like a lot of the utility, because we saw a lot of teams getting bled out for a lot of reasons where they didn't have a Crypto, which would have been really useful in those kind of scenarios. But like when you really think about it though, the meta of Team 1, a Crypto would have been absolutely trashed in the way that they push.
That is true. That is true. That is why Crypto, among the individual legends, he cannot be compared to the top 3, which is Valkyrie, Seer, and surprisingly not Callus. It's actually Horizon.
Horizon?
Yes, Horizon. Actually, we didn't see that much Horizon in this match, did we?
Yeah.
Which is surprising, because if Matt Maggie is Queen of World's Edge, Horizon is Queen of Stormpoint. You've seen videos where she just takes gravity cannon, flies off, and lands on the hill and slides down, and that's quick rotation into zone already. And with how mountainous this is, it's very easy to take high point with her Q. And for such a low cooldown, that's just free. It's completely free.
You would say that she does kind of fulfill a lot of the roles that a Valkyrie can do with her own like jetpack.
Yes.
So she has a quicker rotation with the launch pad in terms of gravity.
Yeah.
She doesn't have the same recoil from falling from a high place, which makes it better for her to be able to get the drop downs, which is we've seen a lot of that. But I think they do like the Valkyrie for that ulti rotation.
Yes, that's true.
But surprisingly, but now that you mention it, honestly, Ganbare Autosan might be even scarier with a Horizon on team, because like we've looked at it. We haven't seen them use Valkyrie out all that often because they already have good positioning. They don't need to reposition because they're already getting to good positions. They're already setting up at places where they need to be, higher positions. They're pushing along into spots that will give them an advantage during the ring close. And that's all basics. When you do basics, you're already where you need to be. You've predicted it. You don't even need to use your ult. So don't you think them switching on Horizon might even be better, like you said, because Horizon is the better meta, faster rotation, and also the ulti, which is going to be ridiculous on a team like Ganbare no Otosan.
That's true, but let's say we were to switch out Valkyrie just for Horizon. Yes, we would have that many good points, but Horizon's rotation is selfish. It's for herself. Her team would be left behind. They can take high point easily, but rotating into zone, let's say, it's always better to be safe than sorry. That was Ganbare's Otosan's reason for picking Valkyrie. Let's say the zone didn't favor them. What will they do? Will they play edge? Their composition isn't made for it. So it's better to have Valkyrie for to quickly rotate. Even if they will have to sacrifice some of their health, some of their loot, it's way more worth it than having a Horizon where you have to play edge and without a Valkyrie that doesn't give you as much info. And even if Callus can hide you and allow you for even better rotations with her wall, you'll still be attacked by other teams from other fronts. So switching out Valkyrie for Horizon has some merit. It doesn't justify switching it out for Stormpoint. Any other map it could work, but Stormpoint, it's always Valkyrie has went from a want to a need. That is why even after many nerfs to Valkyrie, she's still highly picked. And despite the fact that in ranked play we don't see her often, she offers so much to the table that Horizon just cannot replace. That is why I made her Valkyrie for one season. I realized, maybe I do play too much Apex Legends.
Oh boy, North's really getting into it, all the knowledge that he's been accumulating through those hours. But that was a really, really good analysis. Absolutely love what you provided there. And it does make complete sense that going with the safer option could potentially be better than choosing the more aggressive option, because you do have fallbacks if you don't manage to make it in time, even for a team as infallible as Ganbare Autosan.
Speaking of aggression, that reminds me of Ganbare Autosan. Characters in this game aren't really dependent on like their skills to be aggressive, as we saw from Jachi. Despite just being a Valkyrie, a recon player, they actually no skirmisher actually, they still managed to be able to play very aggressively. Switching it out for Horizon, you still get the same aggressive play, but you would be losing a lot of rotations.
Yeah.
Which I think they were confident in their skills, they're confident in the character, and they had a great plan. That
Yeah.
is why they won it out with 28 kills when most of the teams don't even have one.
Yeah. Now that you mention it, having more frequent rotations could potentially be better than having a better rotation and a game-changing aggressive out. So
That's right.
I do concur. Well, we'll be going to a break soon, so we can take some time to recharge. We'll be seeing you back soon for match 3 at about 10:20. So do stay tuned. Me and Norse are gonna sign off for now.
Thank you very much, and I hope to see you all again for match 3.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Apex Legends tournament brought to you by your local universities, hosted by Taylor's Esports, APU Esports, ISEC Sharks, and Monash Esports. Well, I should be calling them ISEC.
Yes, indeed.
Right, yeah.
You've been saying that
I-
quite a lot. I really hope they don't get offended.
Yeah, I think ISEC Sharks is not necessarily the best thing to call them, but you gotta catch me when these things happen. I can't be saying this stuff on stream, but yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming today. This is the exciting match 3 out of a grand total of 3 matches for today on Group A, and we're finally in the last half of it. If you're just joining us right now, Team 1, led by Ganbare Autosan, has been absolutely dominating in terms of kills, in terms of winning positionals, and in terms of getting to the top.
Yes, exactly. Their mechanical aim, their positioning, as you said, everything about them has just been pitch perfect. The only reason they lost the first match was due to they were beaten by their own meta, and the secondary meta pick composition was what beat them instead, which was ironic but still a great underdog story to tell.
Yeah, it's like they were actually this close. They were pretty much very close to getting taken out by a couple of teams. I think the closest that we've seen so far is actually our team Ben the Blasters. Not that I have too much of attachment to this crazy redneck team, Ben Blasters. You guys, absolutely, I have words, but I'm not going to say them. But yeah, they mechanically, I think Ben the Blasters have been matching them 1-for-1, but it's just that they always seem to get outgunned slightly. It's always off by 1, it's always off by 2, but I think in terms of mechanics, Ben the Blaster is the one that has been making them sweat the most. The other team that has been making them sweat is the one that we know and love that came in first place for match 1.
Team 4 BBB.
Team 4 BBB, the Better Business Bureau under Better Call Saul, or however you want to call it. It's just, they've had some better macro. They've been showing us why their strategies tend to work sometimes and can even outsmart Team 1. And I hope they come out stronger here because they did get taken out pretty early, but they have so much promise. They have a lot of good macro and skills. And I hope to see it some more. Sorry about wind.
Yeah, but I mean, having good positioning, having what they have, yes, they have it. It's just that what can you do against the number 1 swordsman in the world? Ganbare Otosan has shown that experience will shine the most. No matter how much you plan, no matter how much you strategize, there will always be a bigger fish. And unfortunately, Ganbare Otosan is that bigger fish in this tiny, tiny pond.
Yeah, that was actually really succinct. Now I have to take a couple of seconds to go through what you said, but yeah, it's really hard. It's really scary. Like you said, Ray Boss, Jachi has been absolutely terrifying. 13 kills as a solo Valkyrie, 3K average for a lot of these matches that we've seen him in, and almost breaking that 4K in a pretty much competitive ALGS style match. That's pretty much wiping the floor here. You're not going to see any other teams really come close to that level of mastery or level of competition. And these guys are kind of like demigods that are swept out from above to sort of make things really hard, even for like a team member who says, please don't bully me, because he's getting bullied real hard by the combination of all these teams in particular.
Yes, exactly, but that is just how it is. With the way Ganbare Otosan plays, I'm not sure what other team can stand up to them except BBB and Band's Blasters. As you said, Band's Blasters has the mechanical skill. They just get outgunned by Ganbare Otosan's not only their gunplay, their defensive movement. In Apex shines where movement shines the most. As we have seen with Xcan, the way he slides and bounces off the wall and then uses that as a momentum to fly back into the entrance to take a few more pop shots, that was not only beautiful, it was strategic, and it was what won them the fight against, I believe it was, Ben the Blasters. Ben the Blasters or BBB.
That was the longest fight that they've had throughout the entire match. Like every other single match, every other single fight that we saw, pretty much ended in 30 seconds.
Yes, 30 seconds exactly.
Yeah, it's Ben the Blasters actually got them down to 1 man. It just kind of didn't coincide with the push. They had to get that bat up. They had to go through multiple catalyst walls and traps, and that was pretty much what secured it. And it was so close. This is that second time that that's happened. I do think that the first match wasn't as close, but we did forget to mention something in particular before we head to the match.
Indeed.
So yes, thank you so much to Off Gamers for their sponsorship and helping with the prize pool of about 600 ringgit for the top players. And Off Gamers, if you don't know, is a digital distribution platform dedicated to content publishers like Riot Games, like EA, like Respawn, who bring you some of your favorite games. So their customers worldwide can purchase top-up services, game credits, telco recharges through Off Gamers, and a trusted retailer who has a guaranteed track record. They have support for most of your favorite payment styles, bank, credit card, and all these other forms of payments. So if you want to be able to buy with peace of mind, Off Gamers should be your next choice. If you want to give a gift, like Norse has said before, then Off Gamers is probably going to have the codes that you can pass around or give to your loved ones.
And not only that, we also have the range to thank for providing us such an amazing space for us to be able to stream and host a match without any issues so far. I hope the caster curse doesn't come out then, and I hope it doesn't come out now. And well, and now we're almost going to get right into match 3, and from what we've seen so far, it feels like for all the rest of the teams, it's a fight to survive and get into top 10. As to get into when they get to top 10, they get to qualify for day 2, and that is the final day, and the focus will be on getting into top 3.
Yeah.
Which is quite sad since we have to say bye to half the teams here.
Yeah, but it will be exciting. I will tell you that, Norsk. It will be sad, but it will be exciting. Though I definitely expect to be seeing. I'm pretty sure there's already one team here that's already secured their entrance into that particular fight. But we don't even need to name it. Everyone already knows.
Astute observation, Holmes. What other
big
discoveries have you made?
And here he is patronizing me again. I'm not exactly the Watson, though I'm quite as big as him. But yeah, okay. But you did mention something really interesting before we got into this match. You did say that for ALGS in particular, Broken Moon is not a map that is regularly played on.
Yes.
And I believe that right now for our next match, Broken Moon is going to be the next choice.
Yes.
So yeah, how is that going to work out?
Well, when I think about Broken Moon from my anecdotal experience, well, how do I describe it in the best way? It is similar to World's Edge and Olympus. Okay, the rotations of World's Edge, but the promotion on the heavy promotion on aggression of Olympus. So we see in World's Edge there's many zip lines jump towers where people can take and easily rotate into the ring. Broken Moon is the same in the form of horizontal and jump tower as well. It's small enough where even if you play on the edge, you can still get back into ring in time and play zone. Unlike how we saw in Stormpoint, many teams underestimated how big Stormpoint can really be. Even I myself can find that Stormpoint has made me cry too much.
Stormpoint has made your eyes turn into a real storm.
Yeah.
Oh god! Someone has to stop me. Someone has to stab me with the pun knife before I go out of control. But yeah, that is the interesting about Broken Moon. Is the fact that rotations are quick, rotations are available, which is why rotations in Broken Moon kind of break down not so much to what we call speed and getting your positioning right early on. It does depend a lot more on the information that you gather, because despite being able to travel a lot of places really fast, you will need to be able to hear them, because it's pretty much a giveaway, isn't it?
And not only that, you know how to play smart. And actually, I really wonder if we'll see Valkyrie often, because with the amount of rotations the map already has, Valkyrie could, from what I've been told, is more of an emergency character. Yes, if you're in rank, you can play Valkyrie solo, and if the rest of your team dies, well, that's normal. You can just ult and go to zone and rat. But would that work in a format where everyone is on the same playing ground? Well, not this map with Gunbar Oto-san, but everyone's on the same playing ground, and everyone will have the gunplay to beam you from skies. Will Gunbar Oto-san be able to keep
delays, so do stay tuned with us as we navigate some potential technical difficulties. Just a little bit of a moment, but yeah, we'll be starting slightly later, not too late, hopefully. I do think it's not going to be too late.
Oh my
but
god, Caster's Curse came in.
The cast, why don't even mention the Caster's Curse? If you mention the Caster's Curse, the Caster's Curse comes and latches onto you, man. It's just how it is with all this stuff happening at once. But yeah, sorry, I had a really good rebuttal to something that you said. I kind of got off track there.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of Broken Moon, like you said, Valkyrie is still good. She's going to be good in many maps.
She's gonna be good in many maps. I agree.
Even if the ult becomes slightly invalidated because of how easy it is to navigate the map, you have a lot of utility in terms of rotations, but then suddenly Horizon becomes a more appetizing pick. We did talk about it during the last
We
match.
talk about Horizon, but another appetizing pick I would say is, what's her name? Yes, Wraith. Wraith can offer a lot of escape routes and quick rotations with her ultimate, and she may not be as easy to hit as compared to Valkyrie. As you know, as we've seen before, she rises up in the air, she flies. People can just aim in front of her and just beam her down. But with Wraith, she has the get out of jail free card where she can Q instantly when she's ulting, and she goes invisible. No one can hit her, no one can see her. They can see the trail she leaves behind, but yeah, that is why I believe she might get picked over Valkyrie. She has the same rotational advantage as Valkyrie, while also being able to provide more aggressive support and have a get out of jail free card.
This is my gold mine talking, my gold elo talking. You just casually brought up how Valkyrie is a lot easier to hit as she flies away. I'm thinking like easier to hit. Never ever been the case for me, but I guess like competitive people are just built different.
They are built different.
Very much built different. I do think Wraith, like you said, more utility. There's a lot more houses. We've seen Broken Moon.
Oh yes, you're right. That brings it up. We have a lot more houses, and that's why I believe Callus might still be in play. As personally, when I played Callus, it was an instant elevator ride up to the top of, well, just flat, but still, it's still high. And because before Callus was nerfed, she could block off way more doors and throw out way more tacticals, and that slowed a lot of teams down for pushing in. And if they do want to push in, they'll sacrifice a lot of utility. And speaking of utility, we might see Rampart in play, as she is the counter to Callus. Her ultimate, her gigantic minigun, can instantly destroy any utility and doors in the way, and that includes Callus's passive. And her shield can provide 50 health cover for any of like high point fights if they wish to take. So, and they can block zipline entrances. There's a lot that Rampart can do. So we might see her here. We might see Callus here. Valkyrie, it depends. We really want to see what the teams think, what they plan. If they plan to get into top 10 playing placements, Valkyrie Rat strategy may be their best pick. But if they're confident within their comp and they wish to, we're gonna see Sierra no matter what.
Yeah.
But Callus and Wraith, or Rampart, if they believe in that character and they believe they can win that character, they can play aggressive, they can block off more buildings and play zone a lot more.
It's going to be exciting because, you know, Broken Moon, not used a lot in ALGS. We're finally heading into unknown territory in terms of meta. And you said before, Ganbare Odusan is one of those few teams that is so good that they've even played in the actual ALGS before.
They have played in the actual ALGS.
And that is like, that in a way is sort of its own sort of little blip, because Broken Moon is the type of map that anyone in their right mind who's playing for an ALGS level team might not necessarily play, because like I think even Respawn has had difficulty with trying to balance it out. There's so much mobility to grant to people even playing competitive, and like it becomes less of tracking across like big distance fields where the distance is naturally shortened.
Yes.
You have a lot of people meeting super early because the point of interest keeps coming in between all these like little zip lines, or they're crossing across, so they keep meeting at houses, and these little areas between the houses go and explore.
And we've seen how in every game where Apex becomes a game of first come first serve, just like it's this dip system as in its philosophy. The same goes for Broken Moon. With how quick the rotations are, many teams, yes, they're going to meet in the middle quite quick. And, well, how do I say this?
We finally overcome our technical difficulties.
Yes!
Yeah, boys, we're about to go into our next match. So for all of you who have been waiting, thank you so much for staying with us as we went through our macro thoughts. And now we're about to jump into the game as they try their best to start it up. And we'll finally be able to see the most exciting match for today, which would with the other ALGS standard maps.
Yes, I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. I'll pay a heavy focus to Ganbare Otosan for if they're willing to change up their current composition, because we've seen that even if World's Edge is not favorable to their comp, they still played it because they were confident in their characters. And will they maintain that mentality carrying it to Broken Moon, or will they recognize that sometimes meta is, well, meta?
Yep. We'll be heading into the game soon. And like you said, if it's not broken, don't fix it. I think Gambara Oda-san knows that perfectly well with the execution of the plan, which they've already fine to perfection. Has not done many a kill in terms of teams that were hiding out in houses, even some of our team favorites with really good mechanical skills. So whether they bring it back to make sure that they manage to keep this crown, I guess it's a guess for you and me.
Yeah. Or they could fall to BBB or Ben's Blasters, as we've seen in previous matches, that they have the mechanical skill to back it up. It's just unfortunate that they have to meet the raid bosses, which is Gambara Oto-san.
Yeah, I think we might even need to divert away from talking about Gambara Oda-san for a bit, because like we're like two teenagers in love here. We're like two groupies. No, what are you doing? I'm gonna get PTSD. You were saying all into his face. It's scaring the heck out of me here. The lifeline is giving me the death lines here, death stares. But we're about to enter the match, and there we go. Team Match 3 versus your favorite teams. Root for your favorite teams in the comments. Make sure you chat about them and, you know, tell them how much you love them. You never know if they're going to survive long enough for you to tell them that, because they might get taken out by Team 1 real fast. And we're potentially seeing already the same picks out from Team 1. If it isn't broken, don't fix it.
Oh yeah, Team 1 has the same comp, but we look at other teams.
Stop it!
They have Vantage, they have Pathfinder, which, I mean, especially Vantage, we don't see
Let's make a choice.
in
Land
rank
here.
hard to use and hard to offer far too little to the team. She's at heart a selfish character. Even her passive doesn't give much information, even though she is part of it.
Let us explore there.
She is what we call, like, you know, fun to play, but your team members are going to be asking you to play something else, because she's not going to give you a lot of what you want. But we're finally diving in. We're going to be seeing Team 1 drop to, well, the map's kind of tilted a little bit, so I think that is production yard?
Yes.
Wait a minute. No, it's Mirage Hoi. Right. It's
Mirage
flipped over. Yeah, that's correct. So we'll be
That
seeing some
spot's calling
distribution
to
here
us.
towards the edge of the map. You can go as far as you want, because it's pretty much Broken Moon, everything is available. But it's interesting to see that they all kind of avoided the hot spot for loot, because I think they all kind of either thought that maybe it was because Mirage Troy does have like a lot of good loot in front of that disco ball, the two balls that pop up and the party going on. So I do think it's a good choice.
Let's be honest, they did not avoid fraud. And we really see a fight going on.
It's going to be a fight between Team 16 and potentially, no, it's not Team 1. They're in a face all together. But wait, Tyson getting fucked the cat out is the rest of his team not around? Did he think that he could get away with it because he was a Pathfinder, could potentially zip line to safety? But his team is there. He does manage to make it to the end of the line, so he could potentially survive through this. Just going to be a little bit of a skirmish, a little bit more on the Evo Shield output for his team.
Oh, it's two. Both squads have at least one man down, and I guess that's why Tyson didn't push. If he pushed and he does not know where everyone completely is, if he were to push, he would get jumped, and that would mean two men down, and that would be really hard for his Fur to clean it up.
Yeah, we're going to take on the King.
Yes.
But I should have saved that for Team 1. But sometimes the urge hits you, and it's going to be a student taken down again. Team 16 is potentially sweating. They have so much smoke to try and make sure that they keep themselves alive. Here we go, Tyson trying to make sure that he's covering they're showing us all that they can. He's got such good eyesight. I don't know, you can see people from so far away. Maybe I'm just getting old here. And Team 14 going to be pushing back on that push, not going to be hardly aggressing. They don't really have the utility. They don't really have the follow-up that they're looking for right here.
Yeah, exactly. And Team 14's comp, Team 14, which is using his nose sounds like they're gonna have fun. Oh my god, I gotta say the name. So it turns out they were the team that brought Vantage, Pathfinder, and Matt McGee. This is, wow, actually I've never seen this comp before. Not even in ALGS they have a comp like this. I'd say this is more towards rank play, and I guess this goes to show how unknown, how unknown
Ooh, there goes our 301. Someone's gonna get the knockdown. He just manages to get out. Here we go, Izos and Tyson 1 looking for that kill here. Here's the one to cover his team. Is he going to be able to take out Team 16? It wasn't a knockdown. Manages to get him away. I thought I saw the red line there on the takeout. Azor going to get X-Ken. Wait, there's a big fight happening up in the top there. We can't even see it. Tsuki no Yaya. X-Ken getting taken out by Azor. Azor coming back here for that revenge match. Ben the Blaster, we talked about it, but they have 2 members down. That's just one there. He's going to have to try and make this work. Here comes the shotgun. Here comes the push out. And no, Ben the Blaster, the only people who make Team 1 bleed, getting taken out early again. It's like Team 1 really wants hard push the people who they think are potentially a threat to them. And that's unfortunate. Another early exit for Ben the Blasters. And I'm definitely going to be ribbing my friends over in the Discord later.
So that is why you place in the card for Ben the Blasters.
Well, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know the Ben the Blasters. I don't know Black and White. I don't know Azor. I don't know much.
That favorite spots for later, as there's no fight going on.
Here comes
2 seer ults going on.
the Seer ults, trying to prevent me from pushing. Doesn't matter. There's both of them up, so they both know the position of punch. They've already got the quick shot. Trying to stop it. Didn't see him coming here. Already get a headshot down. Streamlim gonna get Lemon BC down, but the Arcstar gets our friend here, the triple square guy, and Clemens crawling on the ground. Bird's gonna get taken out. Baka here. Is he an idiot, or is he gonna try and go for the advance? His name is Baka. I'm not calling him an idiot for no reason. Here we go. Here's the team, but he's gonna contest with the rest of it, and that's gonna be a bleed out. And finally, a good pickup for Team 20.
That was a good play by Team 20, and they even used the Bangalore smoke against them. And that just goes to show how powerful Palace is. You cut off one angle, Bangalore is going to smoke usually against them. I mean, it becomes a situation of I can see you, but you can't see me.
Yeah, we talk about a lot about how Syria nullifies a lot of the advantage that Bangalore brings, but like, as you can see here, it really doesn't matter when no one has digital threats, and like the next kill will be down or the ultimate's being used. Here we go, another fight here on the wings. Cheesy gonna get really brought down to a melted cheese here. Streamlin trying his best to try and take the stick out. So close, not enough headshots here in the wings. The armor value is a little bit higher. He's gonna be able to take him down. I don't know, it doesn't manage to get him out. Up to Hades and the rest of his team getting years of crossfire. Triple Square trying his best to try and keep things alive, but the rest of his team is down. He already sees that he managed to take down one, but he's going to test with, and that's going to be an easy pickup for Team 9, losing that Kushinada. Cheesy's going to be easy. And it's a third party. You and I know how this goes. Of course, the Shadow team, they've been shadowing them this entire time. Gonna be sending them to the Shadow Realm. Jimbo, here comes the ultimate. There's nothing they can do. It's such a hard place to get it, and they're probably going to try and run.
That deep soul is amazing, and now they're
Just came in with whites and then suddenly leaving with purples. Perfect drive-by. This is what you
about now for Team 1 again. Gabriel, who are the next victims?
getting off 45 shots, but not necessarily getting that knockout. Just one member down, however. That's pretty much a death knell for whoever's the one getting knocked down. Stop bullying me, potentially. 15 squads left on the docket. That's 2 kills. 400 damage for our friend Yaya. That's going to be a finish off here. Next Generation 2. He's going to be looking for some items. He's got to get away from that team. The zip lines are at the top. He's not going to be able to reach them. He's not a Valkyrie. He's not anything like a Pathfinder, so he won't be able to pull himself out of there. He's going to have to do the...
Bandit here.
Lucina, Kushinda, last one standing, but it doesn't seem that anyone has discovered it.
Doing his best, getting it that takeout, and that's going to be... The team's not quite over just yet. The bleed out's coming out. And Shadow getting their just desserts for that last push. Here comes the kill. Jachi picks it up like no sweat whatsoever, and that's going to be some people alive. He's just going to stay his best and tell his friends, run, leave it out.
Man, it's amazing just a fight, constant fight zone. We've seen so many rounds take place there and so many people die.
talked about the broken and these fights have been so unpredictable so far. It's been nothing but fights.
We should head
And
that
this
way.
is the sort of thing that kind of makes you wonder, like, Broken Moon doesn't really devolve you down to strategy, it just kind of devolves you down to ring around the rosy with a giant zip line and people chasing you across the map.
A game of who gets there first come, first serve.
Close door here.
Gonna get taken down here. Team is gonna go down in cold fashion. Sukunuyaya is taken out really low, which is pretty good. They managed to bleed out team number 1 here. With some more Nemesis shots, and it's Matt here. He's gonna have to be the last one to get away. He's got that speed buff. Wait, it's Team 13. They're looking for a fight with our top contenders. It looks like they've saw the blood in the water. Will they be able to make something out of this? However, they do have a Bocek. Bocek is scary in the right hands, but it's not always going to be what you're looking for. The tacticals are down for Team 1 on the right, but they do have the mechanical skills to back it up on the shields.
Many teams have left and many teams have arrived in this exact building. Why?
This is the house of death. This is the monster house. This is where dreams go to die. Meow Meow, Cyberbit, realizing they bit off more they can chew. TTT, Danny wants to try and get away, but another team's already waiting for him on the wings. We already saw this coming. We already knew how this was going to play out. Broken Moon is pretty much the type of place where every single party has been single crash-handed, being crashed by every single other person. You don't need invites in this town. You just need to bring yourself friends. You don't usually get your friends because they're usually on the floor.
And that the Wraith we saw just now, that was what I was talking about. Why Wraith was so fantastic on this map. You could just rotate out quickly. Perfect escape route for her and her teammates with her ultimate. But I think she was rotating out for herself. Like many other teams,
Ain't here. Waste 'em.
make one or the other, and the other has to survive to play placements. This is the final match. Kills don't matter anymore. It's all about placements to advance on to the next round.
But we're not quite just yet gonna be Dipsy Doe ever seeing him run. It wasn't quite in the cover that he wanted to be. And now it's NVZ taking on another team that's got the high ground. He's gonna back away because he knows that this is the disadvantageous position for him.
Hostile spotted.
Potentially just gonna spot it out, let his teammates know, but he's gonna be backing away for sure.
As we see with many League squads, it seems like we were right. Broken Moon is unknown territory. Every squad has a different composition. They're not entirely the same. We don't even see Catalyst often. It seems everyone went for a solo queue pick. As you can see with the advantage, which gives them a disadvantage. I get it.
Oh my god, you've been infected, Norris. This is horrible. We gotta get you to a doctor, a pun doctor. But we see more fights coming out. The Valkyrie, it's gonna get used. We did say it wasn't gonna be used because like there's so much more mobility. It does seem like they're proved wrong. It's a great way to get out on short notice.
I guess playing safe really is a better option.
Yeah, just waiting in the wings. His teammate was alive, but who else would it be except the Grim Reapers, Gunbuyer, Otis?
I need sniper ammo.
I genuinely think that you're using Seer to its full extent. His passive is what keeps seeking them out, and that allows him to chase them down no matter how far they run. His passive will sniff them out, catch them off guard, and they're gone. No matter how much they hide, Tsukino Yaya is always there to catch them.
We're just kind of looking slightly at the map here, so we're seeing some teams towards the east, the south, the southwest here. Akane Hamasaki, we don't really get much action on them, but it seems like it's being playing smart. I think still top 10 contenders, not many teams still playing around the side. Lucinada, Kushinada going to be playing it very, very slowly, which probably end up a lot better for them considering the fact that Suguneyaya's in their path. They're out from Kabara Otosan. They're already playing two sides. They're not even worried about it. To gatekeep from this position. Here's another fight. Keeps Sabugo. He's managed to stay alive on his time despite losing Rave Next Generation 2 out. And they're going to have to wrap this because they've been spotted out by another team. Is now taking the pot shots there by the door to try and make sure that they won't be able to get out of this one.
Doesn't matter if they have smokes or not. Echoes in their general location, they are down. They are and alone. What can they do?
Rock in a hard place. Here going to try it. Top lane is getting bullied relentlessly. I know we talk about this a lot. Looks like they're not looking at him. They're chasing his one teammate. He has the massive up. He's going to be able to shoot, but they've got the heals and they got the shield cost is so low to try and finish things off. But they didn't.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh, that was supposed to be his moment. He had the turnaround. They didn't even see him. They were so plastered. Tunnel vision on that one person in the corner and the shield swaps. That they didn't get taken out whatsoever. They push it.
That is not even for a moment. You cannot let it go. You have to focus the and of course, as I say, and Canberra takes out another team. I don't even have a chance to explain anything.
This team one doesn't even need to go to like the basic strategic options. Usually you wouldn't push doors like that because it's so detrimental. But you saw Jiaqi, he just jumped over a couple of shots, shot back with like a fistful of bullets to the face, and they really won't fight.
It's just pure confidence in themselves. And if you believe in yourself the most, you can use that ego and carry on and take out people with less confidence. And we see Ice slowly traveling to his teammate who is fighting a battle.
Work your way out, man. Ice, you can do it. You're not going to melt just yet. Yihang is in trouble, however. You're going to have to get there real soon. 2003 to contend with, and that's going to be Team 7 potentially taking up. No, we managed to close the door behind him, and the Duff Box is going to prevent them from running after them because they do want some items. It doesn't matter if Loba's getting away.
Let's display here.
Man, I did not expect broken.
As soon as the Nemesis ran out of bullets, that was pretty much the end. Because it's a Nemesis, it's a great gun, but you know, if you have to reload it during the middle of a fight, you're not going to be able to reload it. Better have that golden energy mag, or Nemesis is going to be detrimental in the middle of the fight. That's the balance here. That's what they're trying to find. I still do think it's a bit too strong at a lot of ranges, but I will admit that the reload speed is a pretty good compromise.
But that's just how Apex is. When you need an item such as the golden energy mag, you will never find it. Only when you don't need it, it's everywhere.
The same as the curse, man. You need a turbocharger for your Havoc or your Devotion. It's never going to appear. Never going to be there. It's just like one turbocharger for the entire map.
Now that I think about it, have we actually seen anyone else use the Hemlock within these 3 matches? We've only seen the Kraber and the RE45, maybe.
Wait, do care packages even fall during tournament? That's
They
the question.
do.
They do. Okay, yeah. Well, to be fair, like I do think Hemlock's good, but you know, the rest of the usual semantics to put the traps. Make sure to not push out the wall to section off the fight. They're using the CR ultimate to get the shot through the wall. Genji knows what he's doing. He's ready to go on top to heal while the rest of the team is covering him, and now they just need to wait to bide their time because they already have the traps. Anyone's going to be able to escape an aggressor. They already have a reasonable idea. Because they only spawn the house where they could possibly have in that wall. Spotted. Now he's going to be using the Death Box, and that's going to be another shot. It's going to be clinical from Team 1.
He got Apex. His attempt at trying to armor swap only fell back because of Apex mechanics where you must get your team's efforts before you can armor swap. It was checkmate for them. Gambler Otosan was waiting it out, and they knew that he was there. So they took time to heal, increase their odds of winning, and then strike when the time is right. And we see they're locking down Team 18. Shark Joji can last one standing, but
another fight going on. So they're already getting Alcas on once again. Is that team? This is the team that was pushing so close to the deal. They're biding their time. It does not matter in the face of death because here comes the qualification of death themselves. Jiaqi, Sukinayaya, wingman shots following like dime a dozen, and that's going to be a takedown. Another team on the docket, 2K plus damage.
Did you see what X10 just did? Usually we use Catalyst ult to block people from entering, but they use Catalyst passive just to keep them out so Jiaqi and Sukinayaya can clean it up. And it seems to be going for another fight. They're playing hyper aggressively. Placements will come with the amount of kills they get. It's exponential. Oh my god. Quick rotations with Wraith as I've explained, but quickly Rad perhaps.
That bow check, just one rat left on the squad. It's basically just 2 teams at this point. Team 1 versus a team that's pretty much brought down to 1 HP. I don't know what the other team is. I think they don't even have full health. If just 1 rat doesn't really count. And they're on the hunt.
Actually 2 rats fighting against
2
1.
rats. Well,
yes.
Pretty much in the bag here at this point.
No matter how good your movement is, you can dodge Jiaqi's mechanical skills.
Let's check out that way, friends.
Yeah, we did say playground, but I didn't think they'd be treating everyone like children, because that's what it looks like.
Oh my god, this is just if adults went to play at a kindergarten football stadium.
Oh god, the limbs are so much longer than those kids. Oh, he's fighting it out. Here he goes. He knows it's the end. It's
What
time.
can he do?
It's
What
time
can
for the
he do?
punch out. Here we go. Fight Club
And
begins.
of course.
And that is the end of game 3. Here, ladies and gentlemen, you saw the performance of the craziest team here at the tournament. Your winners, Ganbare, Oto-san, which does mean good luck, uncle.
26 kills.
26 kills. Even if they didn't come first place for every single of these 3 matches, the kills alone would put them ballooning over every single team.
Yes. Oh my god. Okay, when you calculate it, 3 games, 20 kills on average. That's 60 kills for 3 matches. That's 60 people in one. Oh my god.
They've killed
What
an
can you
entire lobby by themselves. Entire lobby. Just think about that.
Just think about it.
They've
yeah.
managed to face off an entire lobby and kill every single member in the course of 3 matches, with an average of about 2k damage, with a high point of about 3.5k.
Jesus.
Those stats are ridiculous. Like you said, it's like
Ridiculous. Seems like
taking
an understatement with them.
taking candy from multiple babies.
Multiple-
60 babies. I'm not calling them babies on purpose. It's just the analogy. I don't mean to call them babies.
When
It's just that-
18 teams were trying to play ALGS, Ganbare Oto-san were just playing ranked. They were hunting everyone down. We saw that in the last few moments of the ranked match, they didn't use the Valkyrie ult to rotate to zone safely and play time. They rotated to seek out more team and earn more points.
yeah.
Their fun was hunting down people.
Yeah. I don't even think that they were treating it like a rank game, even, because you saw it. They were pretty much taking it seriously the entire time.
Yes,
They
you're
had
right.
that one strategy which worked. They use it. That is a strategy which is very common in ALGS. So
Yes.
you can tell that they're respecting their team members. I do respect them for that, for bringing their A team. But I do have to ask them, like, did you really need to go so hard? You can give some leeway. You
Hey.
could potentially go off meta. You
Six-
have the skills.
600 ringgit is a lot of money.
600 ringgit is a lot of, childish Gambinos.
Childish
I was
Gambinos,
gonna say
yes.
burritos. I don't know why I said childish Gambinos.
I
But
would buy a challenge Gambino if I could. He makes really good
you
music.
can't buy a black man horse.
No. We don't
Norse.
go that far.
We talked
don't
about
go that
this.
far. Oh
We
my
talked
God.
about this.
Why did you bring
We
that?
talked about this, okay? You can't do that stuff on stream. I already told you. You are absolutely heading down a path I cannot follow.
You know what? Let's move on.
Let's move on.
As I predicted, yeah, Vantage didn't turn out that well.
Well.
She's selfish at heart. What did she bring to the team instead? Sure, her ult, when she shoots people, shows a silhouette, tells them their armor, but it's better to know where they are in real time. So even Matt Maggie provides a better recon than the recon legend itself, because Matt Maggie, when you shoot them, her passive is that for a moment you can see their silhouette, and that is real-time information that Vantage can provide. And yeah, every squad had a different solution, but it's just sad that Ganbare Oto-san's was the best.
Yeah, I do think you were circling around and back to your talk about meta in terms of
Yeah.
how info was king, together with the aggressor
Yes.
and then the repositioner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was proven wrong thinking you can't use Valkyrie in Broken Moon. I just didn't know how they planned to use it. They did use her beautifully. It was just that not in the orthodox way. We don't usually see in LGS teams go hyper aggressive and hunt them down. We only saw that in season 1 with Dizzy, if you remember him, the first pro player for Apex. He was so good, he hunted everyone down. That is Ganbare Oto-san. They were hunting everyone down, no one was left, and I just couldn't predict such a thing. I guess the gap between a true master and an expert is still quite large. It's like League of Legends Korea at the East and the West.
Wow, that hurts me where it really hurts, man.
Yeah,
that hits me in my kokoro right here. But the fact of the matter being that, like, I think when it boils down to it, we don't even need to kind of overthink like them using the Valkyrie for even stuff like Broken Moon.
Yeah.
Though I do think they could have let loose a little bit with choosing another champion, but that's just me wanting to see something a bit off meta because it's always entertaining to talk about.
I feel like their idea of let loose is just that, Okay, we picked the best. We clean it up. All right, that is stress off our shoulders because this is easier than our ranked lobbies. Their elo must be sky high. So this is just a pub's lobby for them. It's a pub stomp. That is the word I was looking for. A pub stomp.
Pub stomp. The public stomp. Oh, so that's what that means.
Yeah.
You know, I never made the connection.
But it seems we must slowly go off and end the stream, shouldn't we?
Yep. It looks like we are almost done for the night. I do think we're almost done for the night, right? Just look at the producer. All right. All right. So, yeah, thank you so much for joining us today. And, you know, give a warm welcome, give a warm hand to our friend Norris over here, who is casting here for the first time as a color caster, has done an absolutely fantastic job.
I wouldn't be here without Pondo. He was the main man who taught me all I needed to know, and he was the reason why I'm able to do it so relaxingly. That's a correct term, right?
That is not a real word.
That is a real word now.
I will accept that. I will accept it.
But
and like you being so nice is actually giving me a little bit of goosebumps here, Norris. Like this is, I really do appreciate the words, though. Thank you so much.
I could hug you if I wanted, if I could.
The mics are gonna fall over, but yeah, thank you so much for joining us here today, and congratulations to Ganbara Otosan. What a fantastic, dominant showing. Yeah, of course they did.
Before we end, I would like to shout out to, well, once again, The Range. Thank you very much for letting us use this space to stream. Not only that, I would like to shout out to APU Esports, ISEC Sharks, Monash Esports, and Taylor Esports. Please go to the Instagram and give them a follow. Without them, we wouldn't have made such a fantastic and wondrous tournament that we saw so much action, so much, I guess, storyline. But the main storyline was that Ganbare Otosan killed everyone.
I mean, yeah, we do know the storyline, but there was a storyline. It was very close to being pretty legendary, but you know, it's sometimes it falls off. And thank you most of all to our wonder sponsor, Off Gamers, for the contribution to our prize pool. If you need a digital distribution storefront, get the credits that you need, and a well-known company that can provide the service in no time flat, pretty speedy. You can guarantee to get what you want, and they have many versions of payments that you can pretty much use if you have like credit card, debit card, a lot of versions of e-wallets. They're all usable on Off Gamers. Do use them if you do need to get credits for any of your favorite games, Apex Legends, Riot Games, and you know, other assortments of games within the region.
Yeah, and once again, thank you to you all for watching. I hope you will all come for tomorrow's stream, where the top 10 from Group A and Group B will collide, and we'll see whether Ganbare Otosan can still remain as kings.
Yep, it should be starting at about 8 p.m. tomorrow, so do follow us, make sure to stay tuned, and we will see you tomorrow for Group B matches.
Thank you very much. What do you say, Pondo?
Thank you, Norris. I forgot to mention our names. Thank you so much. That was Pondo the caster, and here's my color caster,
Norx.
Norris. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you.